What up, y'all? It's your girl Nelly, and today I'm here to show you my go-to fall holiday season kind of look. Basically anything that matches my hair, brown and purple. So we're gonna do a plum look. It's fall, okay? Showing you guys how I do my makeup. Again, fuck with me if you want to. If you like it, you like it. If you think some of these tips are gonna be good, then please use some of them, I guess. Yeah. Let's get started. So first I'm taking my Co-Cosmetics or Cal Cosmetics primer. I put it all in my problem areas, so basically my T-zone, and then basically it ends up going around my full face, and I have no regrets because my makeup comes out flawless. And I'm just going to move on to my eyebrows, and I'm going to use this broken brush that I have. It's from e.l.f. too, but I haven't replaced it. I basically start off with lining. There's the finished eyebrow, and then I'm going to show you how to do it with the other one. And here I go, wanting to be, what am I doing? Sign languaging? What is this? Okay, we can move on. We can move on. Finally. Okay, so then I start to line the bottom of my eyebrow, and it kind of comes together. There you go. See? And then I just finished the tail, so I did kind of mess up. You'll see. I'll go back over it. But then I start to line the top, and then I fill in. And I don't really like to have such a blocky brow, so I do leave the front just a little bit open. It kind of fades, basically. But I do fix it. And here is where I start to fill it in with the tip of my brush and just kind of give light short strokes. And it starts to get a little bit better. And then here I am using my spoolie to brush out that harsh line. I'm brushing out a lot. And then I conceal just to kind of perfect my brows. This is the concealer by NYX, and it matches me perfectly. On camera, it doesn't look like it, but it does in real life. That's all that matters, real life, right? And I slowly start to sculpt out just to kind of even them out, get them remotely the same. Although I know my eyebrows will never ever be the same, nor will they ever look like sisters or twins. Still kind of coping with that. Here I am just sketching out the bottom. I do eventually put the concealer all over my eyelid as a base. Side note, you can actually do that with any concealer. Just put it all over your eyelid, and just make it one color, and then put your eyeshadow on and it should stick. Most of the time I use cream concealers and it sticks pretty well. I've never had a complaint. I don't have much fallout either. And here are my finished brows. And then I just go in with my beauty blender and blend that shit out. Slowly, but surely it does blend out. It's actually not as thick as it looks. And then here's where I start to fix, kind of. I don't go back over with pencil all the time, but in this case I did because I messed up. I went a little heavy with the blending. And here is my flat top brush. It's a weird looking brush, okay? I don't really like this brush, but couldn't find the other one that I normally use to put concealer all over my lid. But that's what I'm starting to do here, is put concealer all over my lid. Then I go in with this e.l.f. palette. These things are like $9 at Target if you catch them in stores, but most of the time you have to go online to order them. But anyways, I take that brown shade and I start to put it in my crease, and I'm just blending, blending, and blending. You want to blend for the gods. You actually want to use that as a transition color. And even though I'm using plums or actually I'm just using purples, it's going to end up looking plum because purple and brown, weird mixture, makes that weird color. But it's a beautiful color. So anyways, I just go back in, put that into my crease. And yeah, and then I started to do that lid a little bit early, but it worked out. So then I use this purple color, go back into my crease, kind of blend that out, make sure that the colors are blended. You can never ever do enough blending. Like, blending never stops. Then I tap off the excess, and then just marry the colors. I actually didn't tap off enough excess. But then I go back in with this black shade. I actually go back between the marble shade and the pure black shade. And I didn't put that on camera, but I just know I do that. And then kind of darken the lash line a little bit, and then the outer corner. And then I blended that together. I just didn't put that in there because who needs to see all that blending? Just know, blend for about 10 minutes and then you might halfway be done. Then I'm going in with my NYC liquid liner. This was the hardest part for me to film. It was the most difficult. I had to refilm it like 3 times, so I just gave up. And then I go in with this basic ass mascara, thinking I'm the shiznai. But it works. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I was not about to go put on lashes or anything, so just deal with it. And then I conceal under my eyes to catch any of that fallout, or actually to hide any mistake that I may have made. I think I actually did mess up my bottom lashes. I tried to put mascara on and failed instantly, so I never got to put it on completely. And then I end up going over and concealing my mustache, my beard, all that jazz. And then conceal the blemishes on my forehead. And then I like to conceal the bottom half of my bottom lip for the simple fact that my lips are too big. I don't know why people want big lips. Like, I like mine. I just wish they were slightly smaller. But I digress. I like my lips eventually. And I end up blending that out. Here I am with my Makeup Forever HD foundation in shade 178. I don't know why anybody wants to know what shade I am, but now you know. And I do put it on very oddly because I would rather waste less product. And then I go in with my e.l.f. stippling brush and I just kind of mix it all over my face. Mix it. What am I talking about? Mix it. I just put it all over my face, and then I go over it with my beauty blender, and it comes out flawless. And then here I am going in with my concealer shade, LA Girl Pro Conceal. This was like $3 at my local beauty store. Finally had it. I had to buy it. I actually didn't like the way this came out, but it is what it is. I don't really like contouring at all. And then I go back in with my stippling brush. So this is the part where you start to see that I don't like it. You can tell I'm trying to blend it out way too hard. I put way too much. This is why I don't like contouring on myself. I'll contour on other people, but just not myself. I have a natural contour, so I'm mad. I go back in and I beat the hell up out of my face, bruh. Like, look how hard I'm patting. I could give myself a concussion. Then I go back in with a shade that is one shade lighter. That came out backwards, but YOLO, I'm not recording this. I go in with a lighter shade of concealer. It looks way lighter, way, way, way lighter than what it really is on camera. And then I go back under my contour just to kind of make that line a little bit less noticeable. Just kind of clean it up. And then I go back over and blend it out. Blending, blending, blending. That's what this beauty blender is for. And I'm still blending. You can never do enough blending. I'm telling you, blending is life. Like, you need to get that tatted. Blending is life. You're never done blending. Even when you think you're done, you ain't done. You ain't ever done blending. You think you are, but you're not. And then this is the NYX mineralizing, whatever it said. I don't really like this powder. It's in the shade medium, but it's not. It made me. It has flashback. I really don't like that. It looks fine on camera, but in real life, it was just like, girl, did did you go through a flower factory or what? So I start to bake. That I guess that's where I went wrong. I didn't really like baking, and then I lined my lips with a brown liner, and then I went in with this NYX soft matte cream. It smells so good. So good. It smells like cake batter and unicorns. It's so good. And then here I am just brushing off all the excess powder. Now, let me tell you how long it took for me to brush off all of this. Like, thank goodness for editing, because we would be sitting here for a good 10, 20 minutes, me trying to just blend that out. It didn't work. So I went over. You can see how much I started to do. I put on extra contour just so you wouldn't notice how light it was. It doesn't make sense, but it kind of worked. And then just to deepen up my contour, and then I do end up going back over with my beauty blender and blending it out. What I used to get rid of the flashback was Elf's Set Mist, Set something. It's a setting spray from Elf, and it worked really good in the end. But there's the finished look, and YOLO, fuck with it if you want to.